sometimes my opinion is right, and sometimes my opinion is wrong. Sometimes I feel like that, I come back on the air and I go, you know what, this kid should not have done that, and that kid should not have done this. Mm-hmm. You agree, Byron?
Oh, you have opinion.
Shotgun, you agree that?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I sometimes I get opinionated, and I go, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. But I won't tell you who's not ever wrong is the American dream. I'm going to say it again. The American dream. One Mr. Dusty Rhodes. Because I tell you, this man right here, he knows the value of sticking with a commitment. If you tell somebody you're going to go somewhere, do it. Show up. Be a man about it.
Show you right.
Dusty, do you feel what I'm telling you?
Daddy, there is no question, Will Merritt, Daddy, that the American dream believes in the values of commitment, hard work, all of the things that the American people stand for, Daddy. That is what the American dream, Dusty Rhodes, is all about.
Well, Dusty, I got to tell you right now, in your years of professional wrestling, what would it have been like had somebody, let's say Jim Crockett, for instance, walked up to you and said, you know what, I want you to go sell out to the fans. Would that have been okay with you?
Daddy, there's one thing that the American dream would never do is sell out to the American people. You see, it reminds me of the time I defeated Tully Blanchard for the World Television title, and for 30 days I won Baby Doll as my valet. And, brother, I had to buy her a new dress and clean her up a little bit, if you will. She was just an old Jezebel off the street. But, Daddy, the American dream, Dusty Rhodes, decided he would not have that type of thing by his side, Daddy. He had to have the best, the finest, if you will.
Well, Dusty, let me ask you this. As you've seen this story, you've seen the fact that this young man went down to Florida State. He went on a recruiting visit. He decided while he was on the visit to wear Florida gear and do the Gator Chomp. What does Dusty Rhodes feel about that?
Daddy, I am the tower of power, the man of the hour. I am too sweet to be sour. And Daddy, the American dream, Dusty Rhodes, is wined and dined with kings and queens, and I've slept in alleys and dined on pork and beans. And Daddy, let me just tell you right now, the American dream, Dusty Rhodes, would put something on that boy that Ajax wouldn't take off. I would play no games. I would take no prisoners. I did a fever pitch, Daddy, because he's like Barry Windham. He's like Ric Flair. He's just a yellow dog, Daddy. He is nothing to me. And, brother, if you mess with the American dream, it's nothing but risky business, Will Merritt.
Well, listen, I first of all, I'm trying to gain some composure a little bit.
Good luck with that.
Right now. You got to understand, too, Dusty, that when somebody goes to an opponent's camp, when they walk into the enemy's territory, there's a respect factor that has to be given. And if the respect factor is not given, then you know what? They deserve whatever they get. And that's what I feel like this young man got when he went to Florida State's camp.
Well, brother, there's been many times, Starcade, Great American Bash, many times I have stepped in arenas, Greenville Memorial Auditorium, Charlotte Coliseum, Daddy, all over this world. And I admit that I don't look like the athlete of the day is supposed to look. My belly's just a little big, my hiney just a little big, but I'm bad and they know I'm bad, Daddy. And let me just tell you something. Respect, honor, that is what it's all about. There is no honor among thieves, if you will Merritt. And Daddy, the American dream would put it on him. I would take it from him, Daddy, and I would hurt him. I'd slap him in front of his mama, if you will.
The three-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion of the world, Dusty Rhodes, joining us right now on the program.
Hey, Mr.
Yes,
Dream,
Daddy.
Mr. Dream, in your world, who did you respect the most in your world? Was there anybody up to your standards?
Daddy, every time the American dream looked into the mirror, I saw nothing but a beautiful man. But, brother, I will tell you there's been two bad men in the world. One is John Wayne, and the other is standing right here talking to you, baby.
I believe that.
I believe it with
all my heart.
Dusty, let me tell you something right now. If I'm in a foxhole, if anybody ever asks me to go jump in a foxhole, and I have to fight my way out, and I only get 3 men, you're my first phone call.
Daddy, there's no question, and if I can ever help you in any way, Will Merritt, you know I'm a phone call away, but, brother, I might have to take a rain check right now, if you will, because even though Baby Doll said she took a ride on Space Mountain, she said it was a very short ride, if you will. So I got some business I got to take care of, if you will.
Dusty Rhodes, ladies and gentlemen, Dusty Rhodes. Dusty, talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you, Will.
Yes, sir. 6'2", 350-pound Dusty Rhodes right there.